Today's question comes from David in Oregon. David writes, I've been paying the bills but not doing a proper budget since my wife and I got married. I thought I could do it and we coasted by for about 10 years. Then kids came, time flew by, and we accumulated $30,000 in debt. I never made my spouse part of the process and held her off so she didn't have to feel the financial burden. She has a quote-unquote feeling that something isn't right when I won't let her see our finances, and she's right. I recently read one of Dave's tweets. Look at you using Twitter to help people. I didn't know that was possible. That said, if you're in a committed relationship, you've got to play with all of your cards face up. How do we start over and do it right this time? Whew, this is a moment. This is one of those cool marriage moments.
This is a really great question.
Yeah.
I love this question.
So, Dave, in my life, when I've had several of these in my marriage over 20 years, it always starts with me saying, we need to have a discussion, and I need to invite you into some hard stuff that's going on in my heart and mind, my actions, whatever. And I start with, I'm sorry. I've been living this way, and I haven't brought you along. I've left you out. I've excluded you, whatever the thing is. And I want to invite you in to help make this right. And she's very right to feel betrayed. She's very right. Or her feelings are going to be her feelings. But it starts with somebody turning the lights on, turning the music off, and saying, I was wrong and I'm sorry. Let's start here.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, though, I mean, I've walked couples through this, and sometimes I played marriage counselor for 5 minutes in the middle of a coaching session on money in this. And if he will just, I got 99% of the time, if dude, you got the perfect heart, she's got the right heart, actually, both of you do, for this to be successful. And so I would just say, look, I have screwed this up. I'm sorry. The reason I screwed it up was it started off with I was just going to take care of it. I was going to man up so you didn't have to worry about it. Yeah. And then it got out of control, and I was ashamed that I didn't do it right. Mm-hmm. And that caused me to even become more guarded of it. And I should have just brought the whole thing to you, and we should have worked on it together. And I really screwed up. But I screwed up because I was trying to be the man and carry this for you. Mm-hmm. And that's not the right way to be a man, by the way. Right. And I was trying, and then when it fell apart and I couldn't do it, then I was ashamed of myself, and I didn't want to reveal to you that I had screwed up because I felt stupid. And so if he just says that, which is what he said,
right?
But if he just says that to her, she's going to be really forgiving.
Oh man! And this usually, when I see a couple like this, there's something underneath it, which there's something about the way they communicate in this home that she doesn't like. So if this is my wife, she will not say, hey, I've got a feeling. She will insert herself into this process, right? So there's something about...
Well, it could be that they've been married 5 years and you've been married 20.
Well, they've been married 10 years.
In the first 5 years, Sharon would have been this. Now,
same.
Sharon would be like, what?
Yeah,
it's going on!
Very similar
so
here.
It's different now, yeah. After 40 years, we kind of cut through the bull, so...
Yeah. Those 1 hour conversations are 6 minutes.
Like 6 seconds, yeah. It's like, not I have a feeling, it's like, you're scheming and scamming. What the crap's going on?
That's right. But something here is going to have to change in how they do, because this isn't just going to show up with money. It's going to show up with kids. It's going to show up with everything. Let's come up with a new way of doing business, of loving each other.
And here's the lesson that you get out of this, and you learn it through the money lens, and it will affect your whole marriage, to your point. And the lesson that you get out of it that's so beautiful is this, that everything you do is going to be better when you do it together.
Right.
Instead of you trying to give her the gift of her not having to worry.
Right.
That is not a real gift.
And every time
that's a falsehood.
Have a feeling, hey, something's not right, develop a language that y'all can ask each other that question. Yeah. It just does away with it, right? Right away. It just goes away. It's poof. You deal with it and you move on.
Oh, and by the way, this also tells us that your wife has really, really good intuition.
Yep.
And so the next time she has a feeling about the car salesman, but you think you want to buy the truck anyway, you need to get off the lot.
Yep.
Because her feelings are probably pretty intuitive, probably pretty accurate.
Man.
It might be God speaking through her.
I've learned that the hard way.
Yeah. If Sharon says, Sharon's Southern, so she says it's a 7-syllable word. I got a bad feeling. And if she gets a bad feeling and I go against it, costs me $10,000 at least. I just quit doing it. I just don't go against those feelings. They're expensive.
I've been wrong almost every single time.
We have to get on the same page, and I don't violate that. I mean, I'll question her. I'm like, was it last night's pizza? I mean, why are you having a feeling? But But she's like, no, this guy, I just think he's a bad guy. I don't know what it is, but I can't put my finger on it, but I got a bad feeling. Oh, geez, we're getting away from that guy. Oh, he's
ASAP.
Going to find out later what happened with him.